long season. Time to grab that lunch pail and go to work.
MP in the house.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
We'll be giving out t-shirts to every fan in attendance so we can all show our Knicks pride. We hope you enjoy
And we welcome you to this NBA Cup game with a bit more riding on the line here than usual. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Well, for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this, every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. George is out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Thunder, and it's Carrington in at the 2 guard. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it will show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, and that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. Shot clock at 5. Fades. Rebound, Washington. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Hart. Over in the corner, McBride. Now here's Livingston. To stop the run. New York, no good that time either.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. From deep, Brunson. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
It's stolen by Livingston. Brunson, right side. Pass to Hart. Fires from deep. Washington with the rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's the lob to Duren. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
Here's Brunson. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here he goes. And yes, it's good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Hart. Here's Livingston. Picked by Clark from past the arc. Livingston, no luck.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Hart with it. George picks him up. Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Wizards. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And the basket by Thunder.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Wizards. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, New York, 3.5 back.
And, you know, for the Wizards, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Washington shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Over to the left wing. Now here's Livingston, guarded close. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Livingston's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Carrington. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clark finds Hart. Brunson with a clean look. Hits it from 3-point range. Brunson's got it back down to within single digits for New York. Driving the lane. And it's Thunder missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And McBride gets it to go.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Carrington. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Livingston.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thunder passes to George. Here's Thunder. There's the screen. Going inside. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Carrington. And again, Washington, no good. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Here's Brunson. 23 points for him the last game against Toronto, and the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson Earls checked in for Clark. Jones comes in for Josh Hart. Fox, he's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Hardy in for Jalen Brunson. Then for the Wizards, Sars checked in for Jalen Duren. Jeremy Sohan comes in for George. And it's Koulibaly in for Trey Murphy.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Here's Carrington. Knocks it loose.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Thunder. Sohan is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Duren. And it's Koulibaly in at the 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
With the shot. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jones.
Wizards lead.
Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Thunder, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Brunson finds Jones. Brunson right side. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Koulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Brunson the pass to Jones. Back to Brunson. Launches it. Washington with the rebound. Duren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
Knight kicks to Jones. Back to Knight. Fast break, here they come. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and stolen by Knight. Pass to Jones. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by Sohan.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Out left to the wing. Here's Thunder. He's looking for Duren and finds him. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Knight. Duren with a screen on Knight. Wizards need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Jones. Brunson outside. Here's Hardy. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Takes a 3. They get it back. Pass to Thunder. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. A 12-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A
Kevin.
little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So for the Knicks, Brandon Clark comes in for Knight. And Miles McBride subbed in for Hardy. Brunson outside. New York, no good that time either.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And the basket by Thunder.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Clark sets a screen for Jones. Brunson outside. That one's off, still out of sync.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
George passes to Thunder. Back to George. This one for 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to McBride. And here's Jones. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And the foul called on Thunder. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Substitution for your Knicks, Josh Hart.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. 5 to shoot. Hart kicks to Brunson. From deep. Not gonna go that time.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
George. Pass to Thunder. Wizards passing it around. Here's Carrington. Defended by McBride. From deep, George. It's Clark with the rebound. Knicks trail by 19. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. And they're running. There's the lob to Durant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Magic had a huge game. He scored 20 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. And he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch. And we're on the call tonight, guys.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving... behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Stars checked in for the Wizards. Pass Pass to Thunder. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. Knicks trail by 18. Now Hart. Livingston with it. 20 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto. A three-pointer, no good.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Pass to Thunder. On the wing, Koulibaly. Defended by Hart. Here's Thunder. George with the screen on Brunson. Great open look there. And that's now 20 points for Thunder.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Poked away. Here's Clark. Makes it off the glass. Clark's got his second bucket of the night.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Here's Carrington. He's got 5. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Hardy, he's checked in for New York.
Substitution on the floor.
Knicks trail by 17. Now McBride. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Hart. Lets it go from deep. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got 6.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Barnetti's check in. It's Washington, 13 points up at the end of the period. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And we'll be right back after this.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch. And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans. Thanks for spending halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Josh Hart. Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Livingston in at the 3. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Hart against George. Out to Brunson. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
Well, the high-value three-point shot from the corners, Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
The ultimate blue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's Thunder. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
George against Hart. And no good. Excellent D there from George. Washington leading now by 16. Thunder passes to Duren. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Hart finds Brunson. Connects from 3-point range. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Wizards lead by 18.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Pass to Hart. Shoots from the elbow. Washington with the rebound. Duren's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. And it's Thunder missing.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Back to Hart. The 3. Rebound, Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. From deep, Brunson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Brunson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wizards lead 63-28.
Wizards passing it around. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Knicks trail by 17. Pass to McBride. Hart with it. George picks him up. Brunson, left side. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
To the middle, here's Clark. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
George, that's a 2-pointer, and that's collected by Brunson.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks, trailing by 19. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Thunder. He's got 22. There's the 3. The rebound by McBride. New York's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Robinson Earls checked in for Josh Hart. And then for Washington, Sarr comes in for Duren. And Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Trey Murphy. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. On deep, Brunson. Duren pulls it in.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
So on the floor for Washington, Trey Murphy is out there with George. And it's Thunder. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Wizards?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
New York, no good that time either.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Second team foul.
That free throw missing.
Hardy at the line. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Wizards leading by 13. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And the basket by Thunder.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Jalen Brunson is out there with Hardy. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And it's Barber in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for New York right now. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Here's Thunder. Brunson defending. And a miss there on the triple.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
The shot comes out.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Thunder. Brunson defending. Thunder, the pass to George. Here's Thunder. 4 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Miles McBride picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Here's Thunder. Oh, deflected. Pass to Carrington. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're winning by this much with double-digit turnovers. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Knicks trail by 17. Brunson with it, guarded now by George. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jones against George. There's a screen by Robinson-Earl. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
George for 3. Hardy grabs the board.
The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
At the line,
Wizards leading by 11. Here's Thunder. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now here's Jones. It's rebounded by George. George has got rebound number 7 tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
He swipes the ball away again, and that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Pass to Thunder. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. Over Brunson. And Washington again with the bucket.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
There's a screen by Robinson Earl. New York again can't hit.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He's served it up on a platter. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Jones. Can they get it? Knocks down the long J. Jones has got 20.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Clark has checked in for New York. Livingston comes in for Hardy. Knicks on D. Down by 15. Thunder. Here's Duren. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Now here's McBride. Shot clock at 6. Brunson passes to Hart. No good from outside. Wizards leading by 17. To the paint. Out to the right wing. Pass to Carrington. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
From outside the arc. Oh, Brunson nails it from deep.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Going inside. And he's going. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. And with
That's what I'm talking about.
Keep this thing to regulation. I got plans after the game.